by Lloyd, back inside his line for Plant. On the left wing, French at center, tips it back in deep. Brian Sins behind his goal, lost the puck, turned over, they scored! Basara in front, looked like it was centered by Max French. It might have gone off Basara or off a Vees defender, regardless, off a turnover. It's early, and it's 1-0 for West Kelowna with 18:22 to go.
Yeah, the Vees just, I don't really know what happened there.
Check the replay here. Sins overskates the puck behind his goal.
Yeah, and then just lost it and centered in front by, I believe it was French, and into the back of the net by Basara. Vees just looking like they're a little bit slow to start this 5 o'clock game.
Yeah, that was an awful call there by the linesman.
Even if that wasn't touched by Belois, he still had an opportunity to touch it, so that definitely should not be icing at all. But Fred Harbison's still giving it to Jim
Four
Maniego
eyes.
as a
You have
bench.
4 referees, and I don't know how you missed that. Draw on the Vees left circle again with 11:23 to go. Off the draw, this time Sins reversing to the right wall, cut off on the wall by Pope for West Kelowna. Anholt down low. Now Hochhauser trying to center for Pope, but out of his reach from the right corner. Goes on the Vees left wall. McClure trying to bank it out, tied up by Pope. Puck held in by West Cade. Pope has it wedged on his skates on the left wall, coming in and grabbing it. Hochhauser to the point below us, heels it up and over the net on a one-timer off the end glass. And now Pope's got the rebound. Back left wall. Hochhauser to the point. Zarazin shot block. Now it's jumped down by John Seymour, trying to get ahead to Brad McClure. Pass behind him, but he'll spin at his bench and fire it in deep to the right corner. And now Zarazin bumped on the forecheck by John Seymour. Wheel reverse. Belois in his left corner, up the wall. Knocked down to the blue line by DeHaas. Now DePork making moves to the left goal line, going behind the net. Wrap around, try. DePork comes in front. They score! Off Seymour and in. DePork spun and fired. Whatever way you draw it up, it's 1-1 with 10:32 to go.
Yeah, I don't know who got that one, if it was Seymour, if it was DePork, but Cody DePork making another play happen on the first goal of the game for the Vees. That's 4 in a row now. And what a play it was. Just picked up the puck, went behind his own net. Looked like he was going to go wrap around, able to spin it around, take it to his forehand, and able to just tuck it in under Briggs. Brett Zarazin was yelling at the official, not very happy. And yeah, that's the exact play they did. Turned around, spun it through Briggs, and
the right goal line.
Zarazin thought that was going to be no goal, but it clearly went over the goal line, and the Vees have tied it at 1.
Keep it in on the right side. Nanny down low for Cody DePork at the right goal line. Walks in, backhander, fanned on it, rebound. Redbury behind the net. Briggs is down. Right point shot, and heeled over the goal by Stetcher with 1 minute to go in the period. And 9 seconds to go in this power play. Puck on the left wall. Now DePork, left goal line, banked in front. It's loose, and it comes back to Briggs. He'll glove it. And now we have some pushing and shoving as all sorts of players get involved behind the goal, and looks like Nanny's taking it down hard to the ice by one defender. DePork has his man tied up too, and DePork might fight here as dropping the gloves.
Well, yeah, Nardy's over here. Somebody's already dropped the gloves over there.
Him and Zarazin were tangled up, or Anholt, I should say.
Physical there with Soloway and DeHaas both laying pretty big hits.
And now racing out to center are the Warriors on left wing. It's Pope from behind his own net, dumping it back in. Racing after it on the end wall. He's double teamed, centered in front, blocked by DePork as Nardi was trying to find his man there. And Gale back through center on left wing comes Troy Stetcher through his own leg, crossing the blue line. Tied up though by Beloa, centered in front. DePork scores! Cody DePork on a beautiful feed by Troy Stetcher. It's 2 for DePork. It's 2-1 with 3:39 to go.
Out of a period that really looked like it didn't have anything going for the Vees so far, and Cody DePork able to slam his second goal in, and on a feed from Stetcher, great feed in front to DePork, who is always around the crease and always around the net, able to jam in now his 10th second of the night. And Briggs didn't really know where it was. DePork just able to beat him off really the skate of Briggs. Questionable if it really got through cleanly by Stetcher, but nonetheless, the Vees take a lead very deep here in the third period.
Center. Below us at the blue line, can't get around John Seymour. He'll tip it back in on the right side. Plant comes back with 27 seconds left, goes back behind his own goal, comes out the left circle, and tips it on the wall on the right wing side. And now Pope trying to bring it ahead. It's blocked at his own bench with 18 seconds left. Left wing feed for Adam Plant. Chips it in, but right to Troy Stetcher. Flips to the line, not out. Stetcher gets it back up the wall. Off Murphy, high slot. Fan shot, 7 seconds left. Crowd in front. It deflects wide. Murphy on his knees. Out at center. The Vees will win. And he clears it down. It's 6 in a row. 2-1 the final. And now we got some pushing and shoving. Clark, Basara, Murphy all engaging on the left wall here. So is Troy Stetcher. Vees have to go back to their bench. They jumped on for a celebration. All 5 players tangled up here. Now below is John with Jed Soloway. Referee Mike Boisvert comes to break that up. Tempers a powder keg. Flow here. What happened on the left wall?
I don't know what happened. Murphy.
Now French trying to go after one of the V's too here. That's really causing a problem. Game is over. It's Wade Murphy in the middle of it. French wants a piece of him.
We saw this at the end of the game. The last game these two teams played here, and now we see it again. And now Soloway and Belois dropping his gloves here. Unbelievable.
And now at the benches at center ice. Look out, this could get ugly. Players at center are jawing.
And now we have a fight at center ice.
We have
now.
multiple fights. Hochhausen dropped the mitts with one player. Players are leaving the bench here. Vees are telling them to get them back on the ice. Uh-oh, this could get ugly. Now some West Kelowna players are going after. Clark
this
going
is
after one player.
unbelievable.
Park getting involved with Zarazin. This could get ugly. Melee at center ice. Zarazin battling with one player.
And Fred Harbinson giving it to Ryland Furster right now. This is unbelievable.
But they're almost talking right now. They're not really yelling at each other.
I don't know.
What is going on here? As now both players on both sides technically have left the bench. They were all standing at center. Former wrestling matches, Park was engaged
and
with
the fans are beginning to boo West Kelowna here, and they should.
Donnybrook Hockey still have yet to officially
and Furster
celebrate.
Runs away. What is Ryland Furster doing?
And now the V's collecting their gloves and sticks, throwing it back. Still jawing going on at center ice. As Jed Soloway is having words. West Kelowna came over the red line. They initiated. West Kelowna initiated.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. They did that exactly.
You saw it. V's were involved. They were guilty, but West Kelowna.
And now Belois is going right after them. Somebody's got to contain Belois here.
Get these guys off the ice. Soloway getting attacked by Belois.
And now Hochhausen's going in on him.
This is absolute garbage right now by West Kelowna. As Belois went after Jed Soloway, clearly after the Vees are trying to celebrate.
This is the least kind of class you can show as an organization for West Kelowna right now. This is unbelievable.
What a scene. What a scene in Penticton.
Talk about sore losers for West Kelowna.
Unbelievable. West Kelowna still on the V side of center. I don't know if it's some sort of intimidation tactic, but just check the scoreboard. It's a 2-1 final. Vees again win 6 of 7 meetings against West Kelowna this year. And they're still having war of words at the benches. West Kelowna coaches still standing there. Ryland Furster is back in the scene.
He ran away, and all of a sudden he's come back now.
Unbelievable action.
Don Cameron's even getting into it with some of the West Kelowna players.
We will see certainly a lot of penalties and some supplementary discipline coming from this. This kind of reminds me of Victoria Chilliwack a couple weeks ago. This
definitely does.
And now Fred Harbinson talking to the referees. I think West Kelowna will get the majority of these issues.
So they should. They initiated everything, as you said.
This is unbelievable.